Hello, and my goodness, we're back in Bloodborne at Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. It seems that something is not all that is cracked up to be. Behold, who could this be? It is Neo, the One.
So, it looks like you're actually playing as Dracula here, and you're fighting Neo.
Well, so I'm playing actually as Father Anderson from Helsing. This is
okay.
Bloodborne PVP, everybody. This is the part of the game that we did not really see all that much during our original run, while I overlay music tracks from the Matrix in order to simulate the fistfight style. Kung Fu time.
This is the subway scene, right?
This is well, we were just in the dojo, actually. I know Kung Fu, and I will show you. Whoop. Punch. Sumo wrestling, everybody. Don't know if you knew this about Bloodborne, but that unarmed combat skill is not as useless as you might have thought it was. In my opinion, this is probably some of the most fun you can have in Bloodborne PvP, is finding somebody with a brain who knows that unarmed combat can be a lot of fun, as long as you understand that the fight is going to be a little longer than usual.
As you were mentioning off camera, the big reason why we're doing negative damage at the moment is because we both have full armor sets on, right?
Yeah, the armor sets add about, I think it's like 30% damage reduction. I think it's just taken out of 100. So not like, you know, if you have 50 defense and I have 50 attack power, I deal 0 damage. You're always dealing at least some damage, which leads me to believe it's done on a percentage basis. But unarmed combat is mostly a joke in this game. You deal 1/100th the damage you're supposed to when you're dealing with unarmed weapons. Your blood gems and just having a weapon in your hand increases your damage to the point where you can actually function in the game. This is child's play at best.
We're back in slappers for GoldenEye. I always thought that slappers was really goddamn slow. It wasn't that its damage was shitty, although it was pretty shitty. It was that the slapping of the karate chop animation itself was too goddamn slow to actually reliably hit your opponents with. It was like playing Daggerfall, and Daggerfall is terrible.
Well, because because competitive slappers want to back away from the slapped opponent after getting the hit because you can't get slapped back that way. In this game, similarly, if you're avoiding damage, then you can't inflict damage. I wanted to fight Neo in the third person before we assume first person control with him in a second. Well, third person rather when we start playing as him. Neo has a lot of attack and skill, and that's how he's able to deal the amount of damage that he does. Well, he inflicts a coup de grace on his opponent. His foe is weak. He realizes
so what track is this now?
He can bend the code in the Matrix to his power. Come on, take him out, Neo. Fight for justice.
Oh, this is the final climactic showdown in the rain, right?
Yeah, that was the scene when they freed Morpheus.
Oh, okay.
Another nice thing
about the showdown in the rain.
Another nice thing about slappers in Bloodborne PvP is that it actually gives players a chance to say goodbye properly. You spend a lot of time with these people. I've had a lot of people send me friend requests because I'm still doing sumo to this very day.
And then you have the attack you to death.
Yep. And that's how it usually ends, is I die, and we go on another adventure. Here's a fuck...
This time we're actually playing as Neo.
Here's a couple of fucks. These guys have come to understand that I'm unarmed and I look a little weird. See, what I'm doing right now is I have 1 bullet in my inventory. And in this game, when you shoot people, you can inflict a visceral attack. Critical hit damage.
Right.
Alright, come on, who wants to play? Oh, whozey wants to play. Whozey wants to play. He's slapping back. The other guy's... Alright, here we go.
This is the dojo scene, isn't it?
Well, this also is the Doge routine. I reuse a lot of music tracks in order to put these videos together.
Okay.
This entire series was created out of sheer boredom because of the Backstreet Boys International Reunion Tour of 2020, which everyone was invited to. Gave me an abundance of time to just sit around the house and think of new ways to entertain myself. So I created a bunch of PvP characters in Bloodborne that all take on likenesses from characters from movies, TV, and folklore, like The Matrix.
His armor is less than your last opponent's, though.
Oh, these guys are not as cool as I am. So, improvisation on what is supposed to be the fight scheme. Yeah, don't bother with him. He's just kind of wandering in the background right now.
Can you score a visceral attack if you land a fully charged heavy attack?
Well, no, because you don't have to charge up. You can't inflict visceral with the R2 button. The R2 button is a special button. You're looking for the R1 button. Right, nice jumping strike. But man, he's.
But I thought visceral was a payoff for parry.
Visceral is a payoff for successfully inflicting a counterattack on your opponent.
Okay.
And the counterattack system is why I have only one bullet in my inventory. Because I happen to know, because I have Claw Mark on as my rune, while playing as Neo, whose strength is really high, he will do a shitload of visceral attack damage on an opponent. It would probably kill this guy.
Do we have an indicator for it?
What, indicator for how much health he has?
Not how much health he has, but how much damage your visceral attack is scheduled to do.
That is a good question. That is a fun visceral attack. I did find out from playtesting that visceral attack is a function of your level. It does not necessarily depend on how much attack or skill you have, strength I should say. It also depends on the weapon you have equipped. So because I'm unarmed most of the time, my visceral attack is usually at its weakest.
Okay.
And he's actually hitting me with the Fists of Gratia, which I'm going to allow because, god damn it, you guys have no idea how rare it is that I run into people. You
spent your shot too early.
Yeah. The Neo gave it a shot. The one had attempted a counterattack, but he failed. And now my opponent has realized that I am weak, and I can no longer fight properly. So the fight is over.
Oh, you're not gonna let him kill you?
Well, see, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get that bolt that I want. And now it's your turn, buddy. But this guy is a beckoner, so he has lots of health, which means the only way I can win this fight... My god. He is the one.
Although your visceral did do a lot of damage, it didn't actually kill him.
Yep. And I also skipped the part where we just kind of did melee for a bit. And then they ultimately eliminate me from the game in order to get credit for killing me.
Uh-huh. You died.
It's okay. And that's the friend request I got from whozey, who liked the fight.
Ooh, that's the Conehead monster, the Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2.
Yes, and this is the scene from The Matrix when Agent Smith is being destroyed by Neo in the subway with some sweet kung fu skills.
Well, they're not. Well, actually, this is the scene where they are on par because the ironic thing about the Smith and Neo fights is that Neo never actually defeats Smith. At least in an actual fight. Once he unlocks his one powers, he just deletes Smith from the Matrix using code breaking.
That he had proven he can take out any Agent Smith because he had mastered the code of the Matrix.
Did you ever have a codebreaker disc?
Codebreaker disc? Well, I mean, yeah. I had a Game Shark that let me put cheat codes into Pokemon.
But that was for your Game Boy Color, right?
Game Boy Color, Game Boy Pocket. I think it worked on Game Boy Pocket. Yeah, it definitely worked on Game Boy Pocket. Totally. I think I actually put my gun away. Yeah, I actually put the gun away. Nice. So now
That way you can actually do a full your full 3-hit combo with the clapper.
with the clapper. Yeah, I can do R1, L1, L2. I have a whole list of combo moves. I didn't make them for Neo, but I did write them for the other sumo characters I ended up creating in order to... Oh, we actually did simultaneous strike. I do have a whole list of combo moves. I mean, sometimes I'm asking, do I want to hit him with a slapper or a ham dog? Do I want to railroad him, or do I want to hit him with a why the hell not?
Looks like the hammer fist is the end of the light light 3-string, isn't it?
The hammer fist occurs at the end of a backstep attack. Backstep attack also is another type of attack you don't see often in this game, is that the player will hit circle without hitting a direction in order to initiate a backstep, which is a little faster than rolling, and if you enter an attack key immediately after that, then you do a backstep attack. Kind of like if you hit R2, and my opponent has admitted defeat.
And it's decided to commit suicide instead of giving you the souls for it.
Well, and that's another thing that I had to get used to, is that's how players are used to exiting battles in this game, is they are... somebody has to go. You can't just wave by at each other and then ring the silencing blank. No, somebody has to die, and somebody has to give Blood Echo credit to the player who killed him. So that guy gave me Blood Echoes for killing him because I won the fist fight fair and square.
Okay. Here we have another classic hunter garb.
Yeah. Notice how this guy is a cooperator, and the last guy was an invader. These two types of foes are the most likely even matches you're going to get if you're going to try doing unarmed combat in Bloodborne. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun.
Now, my issue with this is that it's so goddamn slow, and you don't actually do enough damage for it to be satisfying. Like, this feels like I would just be going up against another Dark Souls boss. This feels like I would just be going up against another Dark Souls boss, and given how much I despise going up against Dark Souls bosses, I would not enjoy this as much as I'm supposed to.
It's refreshing. Because again, like, an average fight in Bloodborne, as I had come to realize over the fucking, like, 700 matches I did during this playthrough, the average Bloodborne fight is about 35 seconds. It's just, it's so fast, it's so reckless, you can get visceral attack killed, combo to death, but with stalwart determination, you can defeat your opponent.
Is this the Trinity escape scene?
Yes, this is the Trinity escape scene.
Okay.
Also, it gives you a chance to more thoroughly appreciate that you can heal your health by hitting your opponent back in this game.
Yep.
So he has admitted defeat, and his Beckoner is still AFK.
That's Ludwig's Holy Blade, right?
That is the... Yeah, that's Ludwig's Holy Blade.
Okay.
Alright, so my opponent has decided, fuck this guy. I've been fighting you for 10 minutes and he didn't come back. Die. That's what you get for being AFK, loser.
Prey slaughtered. Almost 3,000 souls, too.
He's becoming more powerful.
But these guys are tag teaming you, so.
These guys are not playing as nice. They have their weapons drawn. I usually die in situations like this. Usually die.
Also, he's got a flamethrower. That's not nice.
Oh, see, I'm gonna give it a fair chance. Oh, Jesus Christ! Run.
No, because you only have enough HP to survive about 4 hits.
Run.
With the
Get
two of
away.
them directly after you, yeah, this is over.
Or is it?
Yes, this is over.
Because with a successful attack at just the right moment, you can put an end to this nonsense. 2-on-1 situation, your goal is to kill the Beckoner, because killing the Beckoner will shut down the Cooperator. However, these guys are weak and noobish.
They might be noobish, but they've got a flamethrower and a pistol, so...
Alright, I used my 1 bullet.
Sorry, it's a blunderbuss.
Get some more ammo. Boom, bitch. My God.
You actually did kill him. Holy shit.
He is the one.
Prey slaughtered.
I knew it. He does have good timing. What the hell is up with this guy right here? It's been so long, I can't even remember what the hell happens.
Cane. Or he was using the sword cane, now he switched over to the halberd.
Oh, now I remember. This guy doesn't want to put his weapon down either. So this is what I do when... This is basically why I have a gun with me. Bye-bye.
It's the 5-point palm exploding heart technique.
See, all he had to do was just put his hand on his dick, and I might have let him live. So this is
an instance of two bad connections playing, right?
There's always some noticeable latency in PvP. You get used to it. What you don't really get used to is the part where people will just be stupid and reckless with you, and maybe just not take a hint that I'm fighting differently than people usually do. I mean, you played Yu-Gi-Oh in a chat room situation before, going from room to room, trying to see who's smart and who's not.
I'm always the dumb one, though, so...
That would be me right now. See, I want to play the game my way. I'm going to play with my cards, and I don't care that it doesn't work. I'm having fun.
No, the Nightmare Super Stabs.
Because every once in a while, you score the win.
Well, not with U-Bell. With U-Bell, you just end up losing all over the place.
Yeah, he works better on some opponents than others. Hey, I know this guy. I ran into this guy a lot because that's another thing that I learned after doing freaking almost 1,000 matches of this game over the course of a couple months. Is a lot of people play pretty regularly to this very day.
So is this a thing that you're gonna try and do once that Elden Ring comes out?
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, it is fun and stupid. And then I get to do stuff like that, which is over the top and awesome, like killing an opponent in one hit. Oh, but rude.
Hey, I just spawned in, dude.
He's attacking him, right? Oh, game on, son. Yeah. Screw yourself. Pull out your gun. Because you see, when you don't have a gun equipped, you do this stupid-ass, weak left punch attack.
The two of you, in order to actually start this fight, should take down the fire-breathing werewolf first.
Well, he should have done that. Nah. The environment doesn't get that kill this time. I got that kill.
Putting you up to 50,000 souls? Yep. Yeah, 53,000 blood echoes.
We've been invaded. This is one of the more powerful foes that I had to take on. As your level goes up, your reward blood echoes upon death also goes up. Must repel with my fists.
Yeah, the latency on some of these fights is really bad. Dude.
It's pretty bad sometimes. This was before I realized that my internet was really as bad as everybody had me believe it was. Whoa! All right, you look like you could use a good killing.
Yeah, because you see, he fired his round at you, and you just straight up ignored it.
I mean, at this point, I was pretty sure that this fight was over because I was used to dying while playing as Neo. I need ammo. I need health and ammo. Come on, bullet time, Neo. Come Come on. All right, now transform out. Get your gun and fire.
You see, he went into his visceral animation. You couldn't capitalize on him because of the latency.
Oh, you tried going into your special. Well, that was fun. Jolly good show.
9,000, nice.
All right, now for our final fight, Pentaphraxus.
It looks like it's a very similar setup to the last one, you know.
Well, here's yet another opponent who refuses to put his weapon down, which forces me to go the visceral attack route. So at least I have an answer regardless of what my opponent is doing. It's just I have to accept the penalty that there's a high probability I'm going to lose.
Okay. So is the Commodore hat one of the earliest pieces of gear that you get in the game?
The cowboy hat? Oh, you must be the blindfold cap.
No, the Commodore hat, the one that we've seen the last two opponents wear.
Commodore! The blindfold cap is located in Upper Cathedral Ward. You have to get it from a corpse on the second floor right next to the brain suckers. Ooh, that looks almost good. Right now. Yeah, I am definitely trying to get more ammo. I'm all about that. Well, he's using slow weapon.
Well, it might be a slow weapon, but what else he's doing is also keeping you at a decent range, so that it's difficult for you to actually capitalize on a visceral.
Well, the range is one thing. I mean, there's an algorithm for that. It's L1, circle forward, R1 is the visceral attack command. You shoot, you dodge into, and you pull his heart out.
Yeah, but then you have to worry about your gun just misfiring into the goddamn tombstones.
It is a cunning game of wits we have here, because if all one of us has to do is get the trip up at the wrong moment and the fight's over. But now he realizes that I have almost no health. That was a sacrifice I had to make in order to put Neo together, is he actually has pretty mediocre health stats.
Okay.
In the next part, we will see other characters in the Bloodborne PVP run. But right now, we get to enjoy victory.
Visceral.
Sweet, sweet victory. How many points was that, bitch?
Be safe, everybody. 10,000 blood echoes. Woohoo.
Whoa.